Welcome to this presentation of the Trident Power, a physical exercise for embodying your intention and a view of power. This view of power integrates your intention, intuition, action, and heart. If you have an intention or a yearning for higher purpose, this exercise can benefit you. If you are a leader in a complex situation, this exercise can benefit you. The timing for using the Trident exercise is when you are committing to your intention or recommitting. I have chosen the Avalon Lodge in Eugene, Oregon, for us to practice the Trident Power. The Avalon Lodge has served for rites of passage work for over 900 girls and young women over the last 15 years. Community groups continue to come here and celebrate and learn and access a connection to an inner realm. It is my wish that you, with the Trident exercise, are able to access this inner connection with your intention and your empowerment. In this DVD, I will ask you about your source of power. I will teach you the 4 basic postures of the Trident exercise. Then I will tell you an ancient story that informs this exercise. You will learn the remaining components of the Trident exercise. Finally, I will describe benefits for individuals and groups for the Trident exercise. I will leave you with some contact information for future work. What is your source of power? When I was in graduate school, we studied 5 sources of power: reward power, coercive power, expert power, charismatic power, and positional power, formal authority. While these are good categories of power, in the world we live in, they're not enough. We are processing so much information and are facing so much change that we need more. The Trident exercise trains us to focus our intentions, synthesize information, and commit to action on a scale that is manageable for our personal lives. We speak our intentions repeatedly to our subconscious mind. We listen to intuition, we commit to appropriate action, and integrate the wisdom of the heart, all of this with the world around us. The Trident exercise is part of the Moving Into Your Power series of psychophysical exercises. While these originated from a dream and an ancient myth, they are also supported by research. The real test is your own experience. Let us begin. The trident is an ancient weapon, a 3-pronged spear. We know about it from ancient myths in both the West and the East. From the West, we know of the sea god Neptune and his trident. From the East, we know of the Hindu god Shiva giving a trident to the goddess Durga. Even to ancient scholars, the 3 prongs of the trident symbolized more than the military and physical capacities. They symbolize creation, preservation, destruction. We will assign different meanings here to those 3 prongs, and I will explain them later. The Trident exercise we are doing here involves embodying the trident in a variety of ways. For example, my body and head symbolize the handle and central prong of the trident. These symbolize my intention, my purpose or goal. The left prong symbolizes my intuition, direct knowing beyond cognitive linear processes. The right prong symbolizes action, who does what, where, when, and how. Where these prongs come together at the level of the heart is the place of deep connection with other people and the environment. Thus, the trident is a symbol of integrating intention, intuition, action, and heart as a view of power. For those of us interested in data collection and analysis, however, please know there's an important role for these in implementing our intention. To maximize our personal effectiveness, however, we want to align with these integrative sources of power as we embark on our intention. Let's learn the 4 basic postures of the Trident exercise. You may do this standing or seated. The first posture is intention. Drawing my hands up my side, I raise my hands slightly forward. For beginners, this is where I am fully committing to my intention with my mind, body, speech, and breath. When I'm ready, I speak the word intention. I am ready to declare my intention to all. The second posture is intuition. I open my arms wider, ready to receive guidance from less conscious sources. I can almost feel information coming in through the palms of my hand. I speak the word intuition. I am open and receptive. The third posture is action. I drop my arms and bend my knees. Even my voice drops because my center of gravity has become lower and my heart and my belly are aligned. From this position, I'm ready to take action in any direction. I speak the word action. I'm looking for the who, what, where, when, how of my intention. For the fourth posture, heart, I gather my hands together at the heart level. I am balanced between the inner and the exterior. I can feel my inner sensations and be aware of what's going on in the environment around me. I take into account my own well-being and the well-being of others. I say the word heart. You can relax now. You have learned the 4 basic postures of the Trident exercise. Notice how they move in a circle where you commit to your intention, you open to receiving guidance, you take appropriate action, and you integrate it all at the heart, in this place of balance. Not only does the exercise have this circle moving around my arms, but we have a circle traveling on the floor that goes in these same 4 positions: intention, intuition, action, and heart. Now, while you're absorbing the sensations from learning these 4 postures, I would like to tell you a story. It begins with my own life that leads to an ancient myth that became the source for the Trident exercise. Like many, as a small child, I was an extra short person in a world of extra tall people. I sometimes felt powerless. This led me on a quest to understand the true nature of power. I read stories of great heroes. In graduate school, I studied the research on power. While working in higher education administration, I became familiar with organizational politics. Throughout all of this, I was committed to developing the potential of each individual, and especially groups of individuals. A few years ago, I was at a conference for training leaders. We were asked to have a dream about this question: what do leaders need in the 21st century? This dream changed my life. I awoke shouting, "Durga, take me home! Take me home, Durga!" I didn't know very much about Durga. I'm going to tell you the story of the birth of Durga, the Hindu goddess of creation and destruction. Then I will tell you how this story led to the Trident exercise. As you are listening to this ancient story, see which character or objects you identify with. I invite you to come with me now to the story of the birth of Durga. Mahisa was the son of a human father and a goddess mother. Like all mothers, she wanted the best for her son, in this case, for him to be immortal. The mother and Mahisa approached the great god Brahma to ask a favor. "Can my son be immortal?" "Impossible," said Brahma. "He who is born must die." The mother and Mahisa left to brainstorm what they could do. And when they returned, Mahisa asked Brahma, "Grant me that a woman alone can kill me." He thinks, "This conforms to the rules between gods and humans. Yes, I grant you your boon." Well, Mahisa assumed this meant that he would never be killed. He felt emboldened to attack the home of the gods, Indra's palace. He organized legions of armies. Now imagine Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, where you have Sauron's Uruk-hai and the goblins and all manner of creature. This is what Mahisa's army looked like. Some say he fought for 100 years, some for 1,000, but eventually Mahisa and his legions were victorious, and the gods were evicted from their home to wander as mere mortals. The world was in chaos. Lost, angry, and seeking refuge, the homeless gods turned to Brahma. "What will we do?" cried the gods. In our tradition, women will not fight. They asked for refuge and for a means of Mahisa's destruction. Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu grew red with anger. They knit their brows in fury. From their rage-filled faces came a great radiance that grew into a ball of light. Out of this light, into this light, stepped the goddess Durga, fully grown. Then the gods, who were male, each gave Durga a duplicate of their best weapon. She was ready to battle Mahisa. She too had her legions, and they battled, some say for 100 years, some say for 1,000 years. Finally, it was down to Mahisa and Durga. She looked at him and he shifted into a blue buffalo and he was about to change shape again. And she stamped her foot on his neck, stabbed him with her spear, and smote him with her giant sword. Mahisa was dead. The battle was over. The gods returned to their home in Indra's palace. And so order returned to the universe. After learning about the creation story of Durga and the weapons the male gods gave her, I wondered, what can I do with this myth? It occurred to me to meditate on the weapons and ask, what can these signify for us at this time in the 21st century? That was the question of the dream. What do leaders need in the 21st century? Within a short time of beginning meditation, I recorded 10 brief paragraphs about each of 10 weapons. They all referred to implementing our intentions. They resembled physical exercises with psychological experiences. The Trident Power is the view of power that has become the basis for all my work in the Moving Into Your Power series. We are going to continue to learn the Trident exercise so that you can better your life and fulfill your dreams. The remaining components are writing your intention, the intonation, the circle, and the rocking step. There is much that can be said about crafting an intention. I will say enough to get you started now. What is an intention? An intention is a purpose you wish to act on, something you want to create, experience, or offer. For the Trident exercise, pick something important enough to you that you can spend some time on it. You will be repeating this intention 13 times, so keep it simple. You can write more general or specific intentions. For example, a more specific one is, my bill paying is organized and on time. I feel more relaxed about money. A more general one would be if you're experiencing some change in livelihood or work. I welcome changes in my livelihood, and I focus on my highest good and the good of the community. Try out some intentions. See what works for you. Your own style will develop over time. We've learned the 4 basic postures of the Trident exercise: intention, intuition, action, and heart. There is another posture for the process called intonation. Clasp your hands together with your index fingers pointed upwards. Your thumbs look something like this. You begin to make an ooh sound, any tone that you wish, as you raise your arms. Ooh. Note where in your body you are vibrating. I'm vibrating in my head, my nose, my ears, my palate. I'm like a tuning fork. I send this vibration out into the universe, vibrating my intention. There is so much vibration that those thoughts that tell me I can't, there's too much conflict, they just get jiggled out of my head. Try it again, any note that you want to pick. Ooh, ooh. Intonation. Imagine a circle in front of you. Where you begin is the point of intention. You will travel to a second point, intuition, like the 4 points of a compass. In a minute, I'll teach you the rocking step for how to travel between these points. We begin with intention. We travel to intuition. Across from me is action. Over here is heart, and I return to my original position of intention, the circle. The final step is a way of moving around the circle, the rocking step. Let's say I begin in the position of intention. There's a 4-count step to help me travel to the right. The first count, I bend my knees. The second count, I step just a little bit to the left and shift my weight to the left. The third count, I step more out, not too far, out to the right and shift my weight to the right. In the fourth count, I close my left foot to my right foot and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm in the second position, in this case, the position of intuition. Now, you may have reasons, good reasons, for a more contained traveling movement that doesn't leave you rocking as much. A more contained version would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The advantages to doing the rocking is that I'm taking a risk. It throws me off balance. I'm open to more new perspectives, new information about my intention. So one last time, the full rocking step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that you've learned the rocking step, you have all the basic components of the Trident exercise and are ready to practice and go through the entire exercise. The next chapter is a practice session for doing the Trident exercise. You can return to it directly whenever you like to practice with your own intention the Trident exercise. In order to prepare for this, I suggest you sit down and write the intention you want to work with now. This practice session will give you the basic structure for the Trident exercise. Do your warm-ups by going through the 4 body postures. Intention, intuition, action, heart. Intention, intuition, action, heart. Intention, intuition, action, heart. Say the word intention. Intention. Speak your intention 3 times, holding the body posture for intention. Intone, making the sound ooh. Ooh. Say the word intention. Intention. Rock to the 2nd place on the circle, the place for intuition. Say the word intuition. Intuition. Speak your intention 3 times, holding the body posture for intuition. Intone, making the sound ooh. Ooh. Relax your arms. Say the word intuition. Intuition. Rock to the 3rd place on the circle, the place for action. Say the word action. Action. Speak your intention 3 times, holding the body posture for action. Intone. Ooh. Relax. Say the word action. Action. Rock to the 4th place on the circle, the place for heart. Heart. Speak your intention 3 times, holding the posture for heart. intone. Relax. Say the word heart. Heart. Rock back to your original position for the closing. Speak your intention one final time. Intone. Close by rotating your arms in the 4 body positions. Intention, intuition, action, heart. Intention, intuition, action, heart. Intention, intuition, action, heart. We have just completed the Trident exercise. Take a minute or two to absorb its effects. A significant shift has occurred regarding your intention. In the next day, in the next few hours, if you get an urge to call someone or look at a magazine, you might want to do this. You are so aligned with your intention that you may be focusing on information that might be helpful to you. It has been my pleasure doing this exercise with you. While you are absorbing some of the effects of the exercise, I will discuss the benefits of doing the Trident exercise in groups. When working with groups, invite people to form into groups of 4, 1 for each point on the circle. If there are not enough people for a full circle, you can still do it. You can see an example of people working in small groups in these images from a workshop of the Compassionate Listening Project. Many of these people have gone to sites of great conflict in the Middle East and elsewhere to offer deep listening. They used this workshop to clarify their own intentions in doing their listening work. In general, the Trident exercise prepares individuals for group work. The benefits for individuals apply to the group. By becoming clear about my own intention for what I want, I bring more purpose and energy to the group. The exercise can increase self-trust and relaxation. It can reduce the type of competition that comes from jealousy by empowering each individual. Individuals can increase body wisdom by fostering awareness of physical sensations as they contemplate their intention. You can experiment with crafting individual intentions before and after crafting a group intention. Which process works better for you? For both groups and individuals, the Trident exercise can lend confidence to complex and uncertain situations. As with Durga, I wish you the best in bringing order to your universe by integrating intention, intuition, action, and heart.
Moving from your head to heart, combining tones, ready you'll start. Feeling power from your source, director of energies, take your course. Participate with co-creating, giving self to what you're making. Spiraling to your gifted place, intentions are your seeds, tending to the framework, passion with practicality. And from within, a newness emerges. From within, truth does come. Give yourself the space. You already know your place. already know your space. You already know your action, intuition. Heart intention, action, intuition. Heart intention, action, intuition. Heart intention, action, intuition. Oh.